All right, good evening, everyone. I would like to call to order the February 19th, 2025 meeting of the Planning and Zoning Board of Appeals. Pledge of allegiance, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Bettenhausen,
Here.
Brophy,
Here.
Culp, Linner,
Present.
Lindstrom,
Here.
Trevino, West.
Here. All right, so I need a motion to approve the minutes as presented from the meeting of January 15th, 2025.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Roll call, please.
Brophy,
Yes.
Linner,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Trevino,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Bettenhausen.
Yes. All right, and then open to the public. I don't see anybody here. Public hearing. So I'd like to open the public hearing for the special use as submitted by Rockland Euler for the property located at 5528 West Wilson Street. So I understand we have a presentation. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, I need a motion. Sorry. Skipping
I'll make
ahead.
the motion.
I'll second it.
Roll call, please.
Linner,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Trevino, West,
Yes.
Bettenhausen.
Yes.
Brophy.
Yes.
Sorry, I was excited. So I understand we have a presentation.
Good evening. Sorry for the, the mix-up, but I didn't mess with that, so just to point out. So I'm Bill Barnes, as everybody knows, the Director of Economic Development. I've been working with Mr. Euler of Rockland Plumbing for, he's going to say too long, which has been a long time, maybe a year. So it's gotten to this point. So everything has been approved for his facility, his building, which I'll go through and show just as a refresh, because I know you've been through it. I think you've talked to him before. So he's relocating his business, which he can talk about. But he's really looking for, in the location that it is on Wilson Street, which is just a couple doors down from our new Village Hall, in between our Village Hall and the Building Services Department on the corner of Wilson and Governor's Highway, for a special use, because he doesn't have walk-in traffic. His business is an office, and he stores some plumbing supplies in the back. So similar to what the FR Dental was granted, a special use, I think, because they don't have any walk-in traffic just across the street from where he's going to build. So that's what he's looking for. So if you can see, whoops, shouldn't do that. So this is where the building is going to go and the various lot. And this is kind of an overview. So this is where the golf path is to the Dollar General. This is Wilson Street, the Monee Village, or I'm sorry, it's been so long since I've been in that building, I forgot what it's called. The Building Services Department is right here, so just proximity. And across here is where the old, I think, mechanic and the new FR Dental is going, which I was referring to. So he's just kind of just angular to that. So that's what he's looking for. Again, this is the building that he's kind of looking for. He can explain. He's going to put brick on the front side as per our code or specs on the front to dress it up, and landscaping. So again, as this points out, what he's looking for is, and he can explain if you want, instead of me going through it, but since I've been through it with him before for this long. But he's looking, again, there's no walk-in traffic. He's looking for a special use from a C2 or C1 to a C2. And that's what he's looking for. And he's happy to answer any questions if you have any, or I can, as far as economic development goes.
Anyone have any questions? I mean, I know I remember us discussing this before.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's how many square feet? Roughly like 4,500?
It's a little less than that, actually.
A little less, okay, a little less than 4,000, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Well, I'll make a motion to approve it.
Oh, I have to close the
Oh,
public
okay,
hearing.
I'm sorry.
So can I have a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make that motion.
Second? Anyone?
I'll
Second it.
All right, roll call, please.
Litter,
Yes.
Lidstrom.
Yes.
Trevino.
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Bettenhausen.
Yes.
Brophy.
Yes. And now I will make that motion to approve that.
All right, anyone second?
I'll second it.
All right, perfect. So roll call, please.
Lindstrom.
Yes.
Trevino. Yes. West,
Yes.
Bettenhausen.
Yes.
Brophy.
Yes.
Litter.
Yes.
All right, so we will send our recommendation to the village board. Their next meeting is next Wednesday, the 26th. So you'll want to bring this with you to their meeting as well and answer any questions that they may have.
Yeah, he's in Florida, but we'll be good. I'll explain, I'll do the same.
They're
Okay.
at 6:30.
He's in Florida.
Oh, good for you.
Jealous?
Good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, and then, is this isn't like okay, it's a public hearing. Okay, so then I need a motion to open the public hearing to discuss the amendments to various village codes.
I'll make the motion.
All right, second.
I'll second it.
All right, roll call, please.
Trevino. Yes. West,
Yes.
Bettenhausen.
Yes.
Brophy.
Yes.
Litter.
Yes.
Lindstrom.
Yes.
Okay, so I can talk about this one now.
All right.
Let's see, the first one on my list, and if it's not, I can change, is for the ordinance for truck parking. One thing that's kind of been the driver in this, as far as I'm concerned, that I had Robinson Engineering take a look at it to amend the current ordinance, is specifically for right now on Manhattan Monee Road where the Starbucks Dollar Tree is going. If you drive by it all the time, the big lot, the Petro, I believe, with the truck parking that has the big semi across the front that says no truck parking, and there's 57 trucks parked there. And then with the properties that the village has been buying up along Manhattan Monee Road between there and Egyptian Trail, obviously that's, our goal is to open that up for future restaurant, retail, that type of thing. So, we have to be cognizant of what's coming and then how we can fix things and make it look more presentable going forward, which we've been doing and people have been really good at doing. So having said that, I'll read through. Let's see. It says the village has determined that particular, I'm going in the red area here if it's on yours, that particular use requires specific regulations, conditions. In the case of special uses, the village may require additional conditions other than those found below. These are the amendments. A, sale, storage, and maintenance of trucks shall only be permitted in accordance with the following regulations. 1, the storage yard shall maintain the established setback as required for the principal structures as outlined for the underlying zoning district. 2, the yard in which trucks are stored must be closed by a solid fence. 3, no storage yard may be within 25 feet of the front and corner side yards. This area shall include a combination of berms and dense landscaping to screen all trucks from public right-of-way and adjacent properties. Item 4, in no case shall trucks be stored on a property that does not include a principal structure. And I don't know if that has changed in yours, but that's what it says in mine. And item 5, I think we may have dropped that in yours, but item 5, all storage yards must be paved, period. Any questions?
One question.
Yeah.
In regards to that property again, I remember when we first brought that up, then they were supposed to put a fence up there, they were supposed to landscape in front of it, whatever happened to all of
So,
that?
yeah, so what happened was, they were going to actually put in a 4-bay garage and for repair of tractor trailer trucks, and then they said there won't be any overnight parking. They were just going to service them that day, and then they would be out on the road making money. Second time, they dropped it the first time. Second time, they brought it up again. Yeah, we'll have it done by last year. Didn't happen. So then when when Starbucks came in, or the development for Starbucks, I reached out to them again and said, what's going to happen with this? And they said, well, the company doesn't have any money. So we've tabled the whole thing entirely. So this is we have to do something because it's
Yeah,
just not
I
very
agree.
appealing.
So then,
Yeah.
once we pass this, we can enforce this
That's
on them.
correct.
Okay, great.
Right.
Bill, do they
And that's
own
just-
that? Do
I'm
they
sorry.
own that property?
They do, yeah. I've even asked them about selling it.
Yeah, it'd be
And they
nice.
said it's like a third-party type of thing, or maybe it's owned by a bank, horses and everything.
I
But
thought, I hate to say it, but
Right.
does not Amazon have something to do with it?
It's Amazon, they have a contract with Amazon Trucks, so that's it, but they don't own it. It's still TA Petro / somebody else.
I'd like to see them gone.
Well,
I
in
say
the
that
meantime,
every year.
this is.
In the
and this
meantime,
is-
yeah,
And this
restrict
is
some-
really
yeah.
taking, steps forward for,
Right.
because I get calls all the time saying, oh, can I put truck parking here? And so we're being more diligent about, I mean, this isn't the same Monee that it used to be, that you could just do anything and it's like the
Absolutely.
wild,
Right.
wild west.
Absolutely.
So we have standards, we put a lot of money into infrastructure, into green space, that type of thing. So we want to continue that look and even be, I guess, more diligent about it, so, yeah.
Absolutely.
Any other questions for me as far as that goes? But I think it's pretty clear. It's, any truck parking has to have a fence around it, plus landscaping. Yeah, and just parking them willy-nilly. I mean, I guess one thing that really, not only that, but started it for me is if you drive up 57 just between here and maybe Volmer Road on the right-hand side of 57 going north, there's an Amazon warehouse type of facility, and all the trucks are backed up against, near I-57 with no landscaping, what have you, and it just doesn't look good. It's not the look that we want here.
No,
Yeah, so we're just being precautious. going
that's the
forward.
city look with the warehouses.
Right, right. So we're doing what we can. I mean, people spend a lot of money on their warehouse buildings, all the other stuff. They should do the same.
Plant a couple
here.
of trees, exactly right, Don.
Right, right. Thanks. You want me to talk about the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so the next one, kind of in line with this, as we know, there's a lot, we get a lot of requests, and they keep coming. Don't know if they're gonna slow down, but nonetheless, for solar farms coming in, again, we look in other places, with the cattle, livestock fencing, that type of thing. There's one coming up just down the street to the east at the corner of Will Center Road and Court Street. That's gonna be coming in. And then and several others. So this proposal for zoning is, I'll read through this all. I know everybody can read, but for the record, I guess. It says, update to section 11-9A-3, special use, oh, that's not right. That's not the right one.
It says add solar farm subject.
Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, it is. Okay, thank you. Light manufacturing. Add solar farms subject to regulations of section 11-6/10. Update to section 11-9B-3, special use M2 heavy manufacturing. Add solar farm subject to regulations of section 11-6-10. And then 11-6-10, solar farm screening requirements. Solar farms, in conjunction with the approval of the special use, are subject to the regulations outlined below. A, fence shall be installed along the perimeter of the solar farm when adjacent to or visible to public right-of-way and adjacent to residentially zoned property. B, A berm no less than 3 feet high and covering 75% of the length of the property shall be provided along with public rights-of-way. The berm, parentheses, utilized as a sound and visual barrier, close parentheses, shall be landscaped with coniferous or pine tree variety. The tree location shall be staggered into 2 rows, 8 to 10 feet apart, and at least 8 feet tall at the time of installation. The tree coverage shall be 100% of the length of the berm. The location of the quality of planting shall be determined by the zoning administrator. So again, just like with trucking, we're doing our part to be cognizant of businesses, residential, so they're not looking at the glare of solar farms or solar panels, and plus they do create heat, and there is some sound, as you know, that comes off of them a little bit because of the motor and what have you, so that'll add as a nice buffer to that, and again, make it a lot more appealing. Well, give or take. Any questions for me?
I have a quick question,
Sure.
and maybe just because sometimes I'm not sure how the numbers work for like the chapters and all that. For this one, it says 11,610 for the solar farm screening, but it also says that for the trucking part. Is that a typo?
I think that's a good question. She might have, I don't know. I mean, it does talk about screening, so yeah, I'll find out from
Okay.
our attorney if it needs to be adjusted and have a different number.
Okay.
So I
mean,
don't know.
Other than that, I don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that's correct.
And it could be because when I first started this, I was working with Maura at Robinson,
Okay.
and so I had her put it all into one, and so she said separate it out, so it's specific to solar
I mean,
farms.
it might be right.
So it could be a little bit different, but the premise is the same.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I mean, it might be right, because it does say subject to the regulations. But is this saying the regulations of the trucking thing too? Yeah, I'm not sure. Because it says add solar farms subject to the regulations of section 11,610.
Right, which is under chapter 6 in what I have, it says general provisions applicable to all district, and then it goes into the 11.6-10 for both. So I will find out, and I'll have that for the board to clarify for next week.
Okay. All right, anybody else have any questions?
Does Larry look at this? Yeah.
He'll look at it at probably next week's meeting.
He's the one that probably.
Right, and he's seen this, he knows what, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's what he's gonna look into.
Yes.
So where you have update to section 11.9A3, special use M1 light manufacturing, is that where the solar farm is getting added to?
No, it would be just to make sure that these areas are covered, because that's where these could go.
Okay.
It's for light manufacturing, industrial manufacturing. But this also, with solar, it covers residential areas if it's backing up too. So I'll get clarification from Robinson. So I apologize for that.
No, it's okay. It's my first day. Okay, anybody else, any questions? All right, I need a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
West,
Yes.
Bettenhausen,
Yes.
Brophy,
Yes.
Leonard,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Trevino.
Yes.
All right, and then I need, I guess, a motion to pass it along to the board next week.
I'll make that motion.
All right,
I'll second it.
okay. Roll call, please.
Bettenhausen,
Yes.
Brophy,
Yes.
Liner,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Trevino,
Yes.
West.
Yes.
All right, and that's with, of course, checking these numbers, right?
I'd like to just make one quick note here. First of all, Bill, you know more than anything, this town is moving.
It is moving.
The wheels are spinning and they're spinning fast, and all this stuff is huge as far as being proactive by the village. This is gonna stop a lot of growing pains from happening.
I mean, it'll stop, I mean, some, I mean, and the people have been really good at, as far as saying, like, I know there's one solar farm to the west, I think going to Harlem, I believe, that they've done several public hearings saying
That-
we're gonna put in 3 rows of
Right,
trees
and
plus
that-
a fence and.
That
so
came
really-
under Will County.
Right, right,
I was there. I was at that
yeah,
planning and zoning
yeah,
meeting.
so that's just,
It was a
so-
done deal all the way around.
oh, well, and unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do with as far as when it comes to solar farms, because it was passed in the state. But nonetheless, we have to protect the integrity of the village and make it look good. But to your point, Ron, I mean, yes, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. And, as I've outlined in, our board meetings and that type of thing, if I can talk about this, if that's okay, since he brought it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, with the development of course, with Vortman Steel and, the Starbucks and the Dollar Tree and.
The list
they're
goes
planning
on.
in Our Public Works building, and there's more to come. Trust me, and Tractor Supply will break ground, pretty soon. Then with Mr. Euler's, with his business, small that it is, it's all important. He's moving from, up north, coming to Monee. We're doing a lot of kind of videos now with the mayor and the trustees on interviewing, like we were at Frankie's last night and Fitness Premier, just having them tell their story about their business, like a 2-minute segment
Nice,
we'll be
nice.
putting on our website for people to see that, this is what makes Monee unique. And then people are saying just off the cuff, we're not rehearsing or we're not anything scripted, it's open conversation. Frankie last night said he's been here for 40-some years. He said, I just really like the way what's going on with the village. I've not seen it grow like this. I came here when there was 400 people. So, and we're continuing to grow, of course, with the talk of the airport and all that. And we're just being proactive. The same with us buying property. And we're in a good enough, fortunate position that we have the money to be able to do that. But as the board
Absolutely.
is, they're behind me, the mayor, it's Monee investing in Monee for.
Keep spending money.
Right,
Yeah.
I mean, and within reason, like we bought
Right.
the old foreclosed,
Absolutely.
like CEF Pets, the building, and then I was driving past it a couple weeks ago, after we had the building in front of him torn down. I thought, wow, you can really see CEF Pets now. So I thought, okay, I wonder if he would be interested in buying that back and then putting his building in front. So the board voted on it last week, and so we'll put it out for silent bid because it's public property, and it's public money that we purchased it from. So, and if he gets the bid, then he'll put his business in front. And it's it's us taking care of our properties, which we
Nice.
should do.
Right.
Yeah.
Good job, Bill. Good job.
It's not me, it's
Well, the
everybody.
village, everybody, you're part of it.
Sorry, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't believe we have any unfinished business, no new business, so I think we're moving towards adjournment. So can I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All right, roll call, please.
Brophy,
Yes.
Litter,
Yes.
Lindstrom,
Yes.
Trevino,
Yes.
West,
Yes.
Bettenhausen.
Yes.